A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Book Summary. Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Thistles and Roses, a Kotar, could be a captivating mix of daydream, sentiment, and experience. It weaves a story of cherish, give up, and the fight between great and fiendish in a luxuriously envisioned world of people and fae. The story is motivated by magnificence and the mammoth, but Maas adds her own one-of-a-kind turns, making a story that's grasping, sincerely charged, and profoundly immersive. The novel is the primary in an arrangement that investigates topics of control, recovery, and the obscured lines between adore and obligation. Presentation to the world and characters. The story starts with Feyre Karen, a 19-year-old human young lady who lives in destitution with her two sisters, Nesta and Ellen, and their father. Feyre is the sole provider for her family, chasing within the unforgiving woods close their domestic to guarantee their survival. Her life may be a battle, characterized by her guarantee to her biting the dust mother to ensure her family. Feyre's strength and cleverness are apparent from the begin. I'd murdered a wolf. I'd gazed passing within the confront and willed myself to live. Her world is divided between people and the fae, effective enchanted creatures who reside across a border within the arrive of Prythian. Feyre harbors a profound scorn for the fae, stemming from stories of their brutality and the centuries-long oppression of people. The inciting incident, the slaughtering of a wolf. One game-changing day, while chasing, Feyre slaughters an enormous wolf to ensure a deer she needs for nourishment. Unbeknownst to her, the wolf was a fae in camouflage. This act of viciousness sets the story in movement. Before long after, a savage animal named Tamlin, tall ruler of the Spring Court, arrives at her domestic to correct discipline. Bound by an antiquated arrangement, Tamlin requests Feyre's life in exchange for murdering a fae. Be that as it may, rather than passing, he offers her a choice: to live in Prythian as his detainee. You didn't know that the wolf was a faerie, but you still murdered it. That carries results. Life in Prythian. Finding the fae world. Feyre reluctantly concurs to Tamlin's terms and is taken to his court. As she alters to life in Prythian, Feyre finds the excellence and threat of the fae world. The Spring Court may be a rive of unceasing spring, brimming with enchantment and splendor, but it is additionally eclipsed by a puzzling revile. Tamlin, at first cold and far off, begins to appear benevolent to Feyre. Gradually, she learns that he isn't the beast she accepted him to be. Tamlin's companion and emissary, Lucian, includes humor and complexity to the story, frequently serving as a thwart to Tamlin's stolid mien. Through their intuitive, Feyre's preference against the fae starts to falter. There was such color and life in everything here, such unwavering magnificence. The revile and the developing risk. Feyre learns that Tamlin's court is beneath a capable revile put by a pitiless fae named Amarantha. The revile ties Tamlin and his individuals to Amarantha's will, and their powers are restricted as a result. A puzzling curse is spreading over Prythian, debilitating both the fae and the human lands. Tamlin's battle to ensure his court and his developing warmth for Feyre complicate their relationship. As they spend more time together, Feyre begins to feel drawn to him, in spite of her introductory contempt for the fae. There's a stronger world out there, Feyre, and I can appear it to you. Be that as it may, Feyre's budding joy is smashed when Tamlin sends her back to the human world, apparently to secure her from the threats postured by Amarantha. Beneath the mountain, Feyre's extreme give up. Feyre before long finds that Tamlin sent her absent since Amarantha is arranging an all-out assault. Decided to spare him, Feyre returns to Prythian and wanders, under the mountain, Amarantha's refuge, where the high fae are held captive. Amarantha could be a brutal and manipulative ruler who offers Feyre a stunning deal. She must total 3 dangerous trials or fathom the enigma to free Tamlin and his court. The trials test Feyre's physical quality, insights, and enthusiastic flexibility. Amid these trials, Feyre shapes an uneasy union with Rhysand, the puzzling and effective tall master of the Night Court. Rhysand is both charming and unsafe, and his thought processes stay unclear. He aids Feyre, but not without extricating a taken a toll. Don't make deals with fairies, Feyre. They'll always find a way to twist your words. The trials and Feyre's change. The primary trial pits Feyre against a tremendous worm, an accomplishment she finishes utilizing her minds and cleverness. The moment trial includes fathoming an enigma that would have been inconceivable without Rhysand's mediation. As Feyre perseveres Amarantha's pitilessness, she starts to see herself in an unused light. Her assurance to spare Tamlin, in spite of overpowering chances, grandstands her mettle and selflessness. Feyre's travel beneath the mountain is as much about her inside development because it is almost physical survival. I had been broken and revamped. Within the last trial, Feyre is constrained to murder blameless Fae, a choice that takes off her candidly scarred. Amarantha, denying to honor the understanding, slaughters Feyre. Be that as it may, Feyre's give up and bravery compel the tall rulers to restore her, changing her into a tall Fae. The determination, adore and misfortune. With Amarantha vanquished and the revile lifted, Tamlin and Feyre are reunited. However, Feyre's change into a Fae brings modern challenges. She is now not the human young lady she once was, and her encounters beneath the mountain have left her frequented. I was now not a human. I had endlessness ahead of me. Rhysand's strange behavior amid Feyre's trials clues at more profound associations and clashes that will unfurl in future installments. The book closes with Feyre hooking with her modern character and the weighting effect of her choices. Topics and key takeaways. A Court of Thistles and Roses investigates subjects of cherish, give up, and the complexity of ethical quality. Feyre's travel outlines the importance of versatility and flexibility in the confront of overpowering chances. 1. Adore and recovery. Feyre's cherish for Tamlin drives her to form unfathomable penances, displaying the transformative control of adore. 2. Mettle and development. Feyre advances from a battling human young lady to an effective Fae, demonstrating that difficulty can lead to development. 3. The nature of control. The novel looks at the utilize and mishandle of control, especially through characters like Tamlin, Amarantha, and Rhysand. Vital sites from the book emphasize these subjects. We require trust, or else we cannot persevere. There are those who look for me a lifetime but never we meet, and those I kiss but who trample me underneath selfish feet. Conclusion. A Court of Thistles and Roses could be a perfectly composed story that combines components of daydream, sentiment, and adventure. Sarah J. Maas makes a world that's both charming and unsafe, populated by complex characters who challenge and rouse. Feyre's journey from a human young lady to a tall Fae may be a story of flexibility, give up, and self-discovery. The novel's mix of grasping activity, passionate profundity, and complicated world-building makes it a must-read for fans of daydream and sentiment.